I was holding 3 drinks, weaving through a sea of hundreds of strangers, the music pounding in my chest like a war drum. When she grabbed my hand and ripped the drinks from me, only to dump them on the ground, and on me, like I was some kind of joke. The worst part? She smiled. So I made sure she'd never forget me, or the ice-cold beer I poured right on her head. If you've ever been pushed around, disrespected, or made to feel small in front of a crowd, you're going to love this story. Hit that like button, subscribe for more satisfying Reddit revenge tales, and buckle up, because this one's personal. So I'm 28, and like most people stuck in the routine of work, sleep, and stress, I had been counting down the days to this music festival. It was supposed to be the release I desperately needed. 3 days of live music, outdoor energy, and being surrounded by people who were just alive. I had gone with 2 close friends, guys I've known since college. We had no assigned seats, and we didn't care. This kind of event is all about energy, movement, being close to the stage and letting the music hit you in the chest. We were there early enough to get a decent spot, the opener was on, and everyone was still settling in. I decided to be the good guy and offered to grab drinks before the main artist came on. 1 beer can in one hand, and 2 open plastic cups in the other. That's when things started to spiral. Escalating tension, the injustice. I started pushing my way gently back through the crowd to my friends. It was getting tighter, people were pressing forward as the main act took the stage. The energy was insane. That bass drop, it literally vibrated my spine. Then someone bumped into me hard. Beer sloshed out of the plastic cups. Some hit my shirt, but worse, some splashed on a girl standing nearby. I turned to her immediately, mouthing, "I'm so sorry." But the music was loud, deafening, honestly. And I could barely hear my own voice, let alone hers. She said something, angrily, but I couldn't make it out. I gestured again, apologizing as best I could, and started to turn away. I was stunned. For a second, I thought maybe she was just overreacting, or maybe trying to tell me something. But no. With a sharp twist, she ripped the 2 open drinks from my hand, and before I could even react, she threw them on the ground, splashing both of us, and everyone around, again. People gasped. Some turned. The liquid hit legs, feet, soaked into jeans and shoes. ***, she looked me dead in the eye. Smirking. Like it was funny. Like she won. That look, it burned. I wasn't just soaked in beer. I was soaked in humiliation. I stood there, holding the last full drink, the sealed can. My hands were shaking. Not from fear. From rage. Turning point, resolve. Let me tell you something. There's a split second in life where you either back down and let someone make you feel small, or you decide you're done being the punching bag. And in that moment, I chose not to back down. I didn't say a word. I didn't scream. I didn't even look at her again. I just opened the beer can and poured it slowly, directly on top of her head. She gasped, stepped back, her mouth open in shock. Foam ran down her hair, into her shirt, soaking her shoulders. She screamed something at me, but I didn't hear it. I turned and walked away. I could hear the crowd behind me. Yo, what the hell? Did he just? What was that? I was ready to spin around. To explain. To yell out what she did first. To justify myself. But then it hit me. Nobody saw what she did. To them, I was just some guy who flipped out and dumped beer on a stranger. I could feel my heart racing. My fists clenched. The weight of 100 confused eyes behind me. But I didn't stop. I didn't defend myself. I just kept walking. Straight back to the bar. Got 3 more drinks. And went back to enjoy the show. Because sometimes, you don't owe the world an explanation. Some justice is just between you and karma. She thought she had humiliated me. Made me look like a clumsy idiot. She wanted to feel powerful, to dominate the moment. To mock me in front of strangers like I was nothing. But when that cold beer ran down her scalp, soaking her designer top, flattening her smug little smirk, She wasn't the loudest voice in the crowd anymore. She was just one more person who messed with the wrong one, and learned the hard way that petty cruelty has a price. She wanted a show? Well, she got one. Not that moment taught me something. People will test your boundaries, humiliate you, make scenes at your expense. But sometimes, the best revenge is instant, poetic, and ice cold. Just make sure you're okay walking away without applause. Because real justice doesn't always come with a spotlight. If that story hit way too close to home, or if you've ever dreamed of turning the tables in one perfect moment, smash that like button. Tell us in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories that serve cold karma, one tale at a time.